Now, traditionally, at that time, India was, still going through a bit of a program where they were in businesses in the, in the professional facility management space that were still coming in, not as much of an advent in terms of, the professional spirit. It was still largely looked at as a manpower-centric business. And I think even today, although the journey has, moved quite a bit, the organized sector has expanded. In some sense, if you look at the large part of the market, they still see this as an unorganized manpower centric business. So when I saw that, and with my experience with BlackRock, I thought this was a great opportunity for me, one, to come back to my home country, India, which I was very keen to do, but been overseas for about 9 years. And the second thing was that I saw this as an opportunity. So in the last 10 years, wages in India have doubled. So at the at the minimum wage level. So can you still put those 100 people to mop the floors? Probably not. So people, customers, and our partners have had to challenge themselves to find professional, more process-driven ways so that they can do the task, maintain standard, measure standards, and not have to put 100 people on the job. So, one of my greatest success in that story is that what I saw 6 years ago in UK, which is part-time cleaning. Why do you need, for a small office, a full-time cleaner to be there, a full-time staff member, a full-time technician to be on the job? I was able to replicate that, what was happening in UK and India today. So today in India, about 6,000 customer sites, these are largely bank and insurance customers, banking, financial services and insurance customers, don't have full-time staff members anymore. It's a significant cost drain that has been avoided, and a significant value has been unlocked for our customers to spend on better things, on better projects. And having to do that, we've been able to still deliver a high level, a grade of quality of service at bank ATMs, at bank locations, bank branches. These are small locations which vary from 100 square feet to as much as 5,000 square feet of space, where cleaners go in once a day or twice a day. The repair and maintenance services is on call. The investment in technology enabled has been very limited, and almost every time that there's been a push made towards tech enablement and leveraging this piece, it's been looked at with a scorned view that we're already paying so much on staffing. Why do we want to pay more on tech? And every time we talk about additional investment in tech, it's it's just challenging to get that journey across. Again, that area is improving. In the last 4 years, I know personally, I've invested a lot of conversations. I've engaged a lot of supporters for this. I'm proud to say that banking financial services are probably the first pioneers in this space, where they've heard us. And tech enablement's done, as well as businesses such as e-commerce sector. That's another sector where they've utilized tech enablement to improve service, reduce redundancy and cost.
Now we are a very large company now. We are the third largest as far as the security goes, and possibly the fourth largest as far as the FM segment goes today. But in spite of our huge stature, our response mechanism is exactly that of a regional and a small player. We are that good at our response. So if a client is facing a problem and he's got an issue, it does go through the normal layers of our base level, lower management, middle management, but it does reach the top almost at the same time. The top management need not jump in to douse a fire because the others are doing it. but they are fully aware that there is something happening, and which is corrective mechanism has been put in place and it will be corrected. Our training levels, now when I use the word training levels, it's actually an internal training mechanism that we put in place over the last couple of years, where anybody who joins at whatever level, we put him through a very structured on-the-job training program. It doesn't mean that I send him off to an institution to train. I mean, those sort of small capsules and workshops we keep doing off and on. But otherwise, the training module within the organization of connecting people at different in different areas of functioning, so that his growth path is more clearer, understands a larger part of what is happening across, not only in the sort of field or theater that he's an expert in. So giving all that to him, he knows much more. We are flexible enough to move him from one position to another, give him a little bit more of more happening for him. He enjoys it better, and he'll stay around and deliver. So the thought process, the bandwidth is increased to an extent that inputs coming from people come from all angles that we have sort of exposed him to. And that is one of our USPs, is indulge the client whatever level he is at. It may be a small client, it may be a large client, it may be a multinational, but we do it, and we make sure that our senior faces are seen by him more often than not, even if it is just a courtesy visit. I mean, at my level now, I still visit clients, I ring them up, I have a chat with them. So there's no storytelling when we are selling a contract. We're telling him we'll give you A, B, C, D. We'll give him A, B, C, D, and throw in an E also. So that's how we make sure things are good. And he never has to look back or look over his shoulder or look sideways, I'm having a rough time, I think I need to change. So we have clients with us who have been with us for the last 20 years. 20 years today, he hasn't changed. We have been a security and an FM company which is now digitizing. We will, in due course of time, become a digital or an IT company giving security services. We are going to change the way we look at security and change the way we look at FM. We'll be giving the services, but they will be so automated and digitized in their the way we go about it, that the manpower need will go down greatly. So automatically efficiency levels go up, the cost optimization takes place, which is something that the client is actually looking forward to. And the delivery will be seamless and absolutely almost zero error syndrome with all this happening.
So one area that we've picked up very heavily is that we want to become a sought after workplace. With a simple mindset, if we are able to retain the talent, our business would grow faster, our clients would be happier. So one thing that we've pushed very aggressively is having long-term employees. So in majority of our business leadership positions, you will notice that all of them have actually grown from ground up to certain level to reach where they are. And we try to find internal opportunities for our employees to see where they would best fit in the entire ecosystem. So someone might join in finance in our organization, but over a period of time, we'll realize, or that person will realize, I'm a better fit in operations, or I'm better fit in strategy. So that is how we tweak it forward for them. And it's just for the essence of the fact that we need to have a better employee satisfaction rate to have a better client satisfaction rate. If your employee is happy, your client will automatically get the best product. If your employee itself is quite dissatisfied, he or she will not work optimally, and that will itself impact our clients' satisfaction rates. So we try to interconnect these two activities to drive and say, we want to be a sought after workplace, not just in India, in UK and Singapore as well.